While I was on my last trip to El Salvador, I was getting a lot of questions by people in hostels, people I was meeting at bars in El Tunco, and everyone was really surprised the type of job that I have. So if you don't know, this is my side YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel where I talk about crowdfunding. I also have a blog I've been writing since 2012 where I talk about crowdfunding, and I also have a podcast called Crowdfunding Demystified. And believe it or not, this is my full-time job. Not only does it support me, I also have two part-timers that help out managing my online forum, one that writes for me, one that manages another business for me, and I have basically a handful of freelancers that help out with things like video editing, or help out with editing my podcast, or my new audiobooks. I've actually written 5 books which are available in Amazon. So all of my income comes from my blogging business and this other business that I've set up. I am what you call like a digital nomad in that I live a laptop lifestyle. The majority of my income is passive. I love it, it's my passion, but also it's really good from a business perspective. So with this video, what I wanna do is I wanna answer this question as to how you can also become a digital nomad and how you, if you want to, can work from wherever you want. How do you set up a lifestyle where you don't have to go to a traditional 9-to-5 job? You don't have to, pick up some odd jobs like teaching English or making jewelry or finding ways to make money. How can you finance your lifestyle and travel and also have enough money to be able to support yourself and go and also save a little bit so you can increase your wealth over time? And I'm not telling you this I'm sharing this from a, I don't do this standpoint. I think because I've been able to build up this business, I have a very good insight when it comes to this. There are many ways that people will tell you that you can earn money online. You'll go and read articles like 49 ways to earn money online, or 49 jobs that a digital nomad can take. And it can be really overwhelming. Having lots of options is not a good thing. It actually kind of makes you not only overwhelmed, but stressed, and you don't know which one's right for you. So with this video, I'm gonna recommend one particular job, one path that you should go down. And I think this is gonna be, for everyone out there in the audience, the best decision possible. There are many things that you can do to earn cash in the short term. You can become a freelancer on Upwork. You can sell jewelry, like I said before. You can pick up odd jobs. When it comes to online things, you can be a freelancer in other ways. Maybe you can help with social media, you can help with content creation. These are all amazing, but the problem with them is that you still have a boss. When you have a boss, you really don't have much freedom in your life. You're at the beck and call of someone else's life. If someone says they need something by tomorrow morning, you have to put everything on hold, and then you have to go out there and you have to do that for them. It's very stressful. You're always having to be in communication with your boss. No one is gonna pay you money to just, be lackadaisical and not be in constant email contact. Like people, if you're paying them money, they want you to have good customer service for them, and they want you to be very attentive and willing to work hard for them. So the secret formula, if you want to know how to create more freedom in your life and also more freedom when it comes to your job, is to take the perspective that your goal is to become your own boss. And it doesn't have to be in this large, I'm building a massive business kind of a way. It's in that I'm going to take responsibility of building up income streams which can support my own life. And that sounds kind of difficult, that sounds really hard to do, but if you listen to me a little bit more, you'll slowly start to realize how this can actually become a reality for you and how you can become a digital nomad. So when I'm talking with these people, a lot of the people that I was talking with on my trip do have these jobs which are more offline. The problem with having an offline business or an offline job is that it's not open 24/7. When you're 24/7 online, people can be discovering you in your sleep. It's very common. I've woke up to orders in my inbox of people purchasing my programs or my books. So behind the scenes, when I'm doing other stuff, I'm jumping off of a cliff into a waterfall, I'm going and traveling to this other town like Suchitoto, or I'm going even finding my birth mother, I'm making money at the same time because my business is an online business. So how do you do that? How do you place yourself in that kind of a situation? Well, there's one word that I really want you to hone in on, and that word is education. Education. Today, there's a lot of education out there. There's graduate school, there's advanced degrees, there's college, which as we know is super expensive. But there's a dearth of education when it comes to many subjects out there. Take for one example, crowdfunding. The YouTube channel I have, the books I have, the podcast, the blog, they're all serving a need because people need to know about crowdfunding, how to launch a great campaign, and there is an education out there. The reason I started them is because people were asking me so many questions, and I realized there was a gap in the marketplace. When you think about the skills, the resources, and the things that you've learned, you likely can teach someone something else. It doesn't have to be something super fancy. It could be, quite frankly, being a life coach. Maybe teaching someone how to get more in touch with their emotions. It could be teaching someone how to do cool things, how to make their own jewelry and start their own jewelry business. It could be learning how to blog. That's something that I'm really good at, and I love to teach other people how to start a blog. If you're thinking of a pyramid, everything is coming from this one key word, education. So I want you to start to think about how can you educate people with the information, the knowledge, and the skills that you have. What can you teach them? What can you do for them? How can you transform their life? So to give you an example here, I recently wrote a book called Blogging for Beginners. And this book goes through not only how you can very quickly start a blog, the step-by-step tutorial for that, how to market your blog, how to get readers, how to really develop a base of raving fans like I have. I also talk about how to monetize it, how to make more money, etc. So with this book, I am teaching people something that I've learned, a skill that I have acquired. And by doing that, by coming from a place of education, it allows me to create digital products, create digital programs, online courses, and also allows me to bring on coaching students one-on-one. I have students that I'm coaching every single week through starting their blog, and I can do that virtually. I can do that via Skype. I can do that with my online training video courses and programs, and also even with my books, they can learn from me that way. They can read it at their own pace, they can listen to my Audible books, etc. That is what allows me to earn passive income. So breaking it down very, very simply, education and being willing to educate people in the right way. I'm not talking about just putting out crappy education, I'm talking about actually showing people how to get real results in their life. Plus, online, being able to post videos on YouTube, being able to post podcasts that people can listen to at later dates, being able to post blog articles that people can read at a later date, equals passive income. So I want you to start to think about this. I want you to start to think about, a lot of people maybe have like travel blogs, or you have a blog where you're sharing your thoughts, and that's great, but it's not a business. How can you turn your information, your knowledge, your skills, how can you turn that into a business? And in such a way that it is not always tied to time. Like, yeah, you can write a blog article for someone else and be a freelancer, and you can make money that way, but in the long run, how can you actually turn what you know, your knowledge, into a digital product that people can buy, whether that's a book, a program, or a course? That is the path that I recommend for many people out there that want to live this kind of a laptop lifestyle and earn passive income. You need to first create a home base. A home base could be simply a YouTube channel, it could be a blog, it could be some other form of content production like an Instagram account. It needs to be basically a way that people can discover that you know what you're talking about. As you're listening to me right now, you can see I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for the last 5 years. I have a lot of information when it comes to blogging, marketing, sales, earning money online, that kind of stuff. If you want to get more videos, you could subscribe to this channel. Right now, I'm working to build a base in this entirely new industry that is separate from the stuff I do, the business with crowdfunding. So you need to first build a base. That is the source of leads, what they call in business, your leads. People are coming in, they're discovering you, they're getting a sense of who you are, they're seeing that you know what you're talking about, and eventually they can then transition into being customers. They can buy a product, they can enroll in a program, they can hire you as a coach. From that point, you can then begin to live this digital nomad lifestyle that so many people are craving. It all starts with examining yourself. What can you offer other people? What do you know that you can teach them? What do you know that you can use to enhance their life? And from that base, basically beginning to build out your content. And I recommend doing this honestly with a blog because it's the easiest way to get started. And then you then convert those people into your customers. And that's the system, if you will, to create a digital nomad lifestyle. So that was a lot of information. Like I just dropped a lot of knowledge, just dropped a lot of information step by step there for you. I hope it was not too overwhelming. I know sometimes watching a longer video can get a little bit boring or a little bit, just lots of dense knowledge and information. So I do hope that this video was helpful for you. And I want to tell it to you straight. A lot of people out there are not willing to tell you this. Like, this is the path to becoming a digital nomad. If you're interested in taking that first initial step and starting a blog, starting a content hub where people can discover you online, I urge you, go and check out the link down below. It will walk you step by step through how to start a blog. Once you've actually gotten started, you have your website up and running, then is a good time to go out there and grab a copy of this new book that I have out there, Blogging for Beginners. And you could also even look through some of the other YouTube videos I have out there that are free and see what other tips and things that I recommend. If you're more of on a budget, I think the book is like $5 or $6, so it's pretty low cost, but I completely understand if you're just traveling now, you're trying to be a bit of a miser and save money, so that is also cool. But lastly, my name is Salvador Briggman. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, take a second to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.